Hey guys, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Nikita,
and this is the Sleepover series.
So today we thought we'd do something super special because we are Australian and we love being Australian. We just wanted to showcase some Australian food, which is super cool because I think, and we both think, that everyone just like downplays Australian food. Like everyone's like, oh, it's not that great. It is
amazing.
And I can vouch that it is some of the best cuisine across the world. But yeah, so we're just going to be showing you guys some iconic Australian foods and how to make them.
Yes, so first I want to hit you with some really fun and interesting, mind-blowing Australian facts. Okay, so Aussies eat around 670 million Tim Tams every year.
Boom.
Boom. And the flat white was invented in Australia. That's coffee for people that don't know. Vegemite was invented in 1922, so it's been here a long time. Sydney, which is the capital city in Australia, holds the record for the world's biggest burger. I think that's pretty awesome. Maltesers, which are like little chocolate malt balls, were originally, which is like, it's like chocolate, it's not healthy. It was originally marketed as a weight loss food. I think that's interesting. Every year, Australia sells enough fish fingers to cover all of Tasmania, which is a state in Australia, so that's a lot. Aussies eat over 270 million pies every year. That's a lot of meat pies.
I love meat pies. I can't believe that other like parts of the world don't have meat pies.
I know, like they have like meat pies, but they don't have like the beef pies, which is the most amazing thing you will ever taste in your life. Oh, yeah. Anyway. And the last one is there is a restaurant in Bali known for its budding sausage sizzles. And if you don't know what a budding sausage sizzle is, we'll get to that later in the video, but I actually find that pretty funny. I kind of want to go there.
Great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so since there's no proper way to eat a lamington, we still want to recognise this amazing staple food of our land. I love lamingtons so much.
Lamingtons are... yeah, it's like cake covered in like a chocolate icing with coconut on top. Sometimes they have jam in the middle, sometimes they don't, but yeah. So yeah, we still wanted to recognise this food, so we bought these two chocolate blocks. They're limited edition and they're supposed to be representing the Australian Olympic team, so that says the Australian Olympic Team Edition. So we've got the Lamington one, which is the dairy milk chocolate with raspberry jam flavoured pieces, vanilla cake flavoured pieces and coconut. And then there's also an apple crumble one that came out, and apple crumble's not Australian, I think it's like American or something like that. But I think like the green and gold kind of like thing from an apple is supposed to represent like green and gold, which is Australian colours. So it's...
Hey, is that like in the shape of like
a torch? Yeah. So it's the dairy milk chocolate with baked oatmeal crumble and apple jelly pieces.
That sounds really nice.
We're going to try these for you and show you like our first thoughts on them and, you know, just let you know. Alright. So which one do you want to have first?
Let's try the Lamington.
The Lamington? Alright, I'm excited for this one.
I'm excited.
Oh my god, it smells like a Lamington. Oh my god. It smells like a
Lamington!
It
smells like a Lamington!
Alright, are you ready for this, people?
Go. I can't even bite it.
Oh my god. It tastes like a Lamington.
Whoever made this recipe for this, spot on.
It tastes like Lamington.
I want more, that's really good.
We are going to be making those, we're going to be using these in s'mores next week. I'm telling you, when we have a bonfire. Oh my god.
Oh, good stuff.
Now for the apple crumble.
Oh, and just to talk about it, a couple months ago, was it a couple months ago?
I'd say so, yeah.
The beginning of the year, Cadbury decided to bring out a Vegemite chocolate. And I would say there was some mixed reviews there.
Yeah.
My experience, for example, was the worst chocolate experience I've ever had in my life. It was
Vegemite and caramel mixed together in the chocolate, and that just shows you how far Australia goes with their food. But it wasn't, like, sometimes it tasted good, sometimes it tasted bad. Like,
I tasted it once and I'm never tasting it again.
I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about it. And we love Vegemite, but that was just a bit too far.
Yeah.
Alright,
okay, let's go.
Let's go. I don't taste a difference to normal chocolate.
Neither.
It just tastes like normal chocolate.
With like crunchy bits in it.
Yeah. I don't see the apple crumble.
Maybe we didn't get the apple bit.
We'll try another bit. I don't taste any apple crumble. It just tastes like the normal block of chocolate with crunchy bits in it.
Yeah.
So that one's a little disappointing.
But they're really nice.
It's still good though because it's chocolate.
But I'm not tasting the apple-ness.
No, or the oatmeal crumble.
No.
The Lamington was good though. We definitely like that one. So, yes, that was our little tasting for you.
We have lots of food coming up.
So, let's get started.
Ooh.
So the first iconic Australian food we're going to talk about are Tim Tams. So Tim Tams are like this chocolate biscuit, and on the inside it's got like a chocolate cream, and then it's like covered in chocolate, and it's like, it's freaking good.
This is my favourite biscuit ever.
Yeah, and I know that a lot of people from overseas, when they try the Tim Tams, they say it's amazing.
And it's like, do you know what Tim Tams are, right? They're like the perfect mix of like sweet and salty. It's not like you're kind of like salted caramel mix or anything. It's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. This is the holy grail of chocolate biscuits.
Yeah.
Right here.
And you can get so many different flavours. Like there's the original, there's like double chocolate, white chocolate, there's honeycomb, peppermint, Turkish delight, salted caramel, raspberry, and my favourites, peanut butter and coconut cream. Those are just...
She loves that coconut cream.
That coconut. I love coconut. But
I just love Tim Tams. I love Arnott's biscuits.
Arnott's.
Can we just take a moment to
Arnott's.
appreciate Arnott's biscuits?
You know, most people just they just eat the Tim Tam out of the packet. They eat like them all in a row. But I'm going to tell you the proper way to eat them. The Tim Tam Slam. So what you got to do is you got to bite one corner of the Tim Tam and then bite the opposite corner. And what you got to do is you got to use it as a straw to sip like a hot beverage. So you could have a coffee or a tea or a hot chocolate. But what you can do is suck it up, and what it does is melt the Tim Tam from the inside out, and it makes it all ooey and gooey, and you got to like eat it before it melts in your hand. But it's like, it is just this amazingness in your mouth. You have to try it. You just...
She's clearly very passionate.
I'm passionate about my Tim Tam slams. It's just, it is bomb.
Yeah. Fairy bread is my favourite thing. Ever. As a child, I was going to say as a children, but
Yeah.
Anyway, if you went to a birthday party and there was no fairy bread, was it really a birthday party? I don't think so.
It's not a birthday.
No. So basically, it's this amazing piece of white bread, ordinary white bread.
Yeah.
And you make it magical by putting butter and hundreds and thousands on them. If you don't know what hundreds and thousands are, it's a tongue twister. They're just sprinkles.
Yeah,
but
you can't use the long ones.
The long sprinkles? No, they have to be like the little round ones.
Yeah.
They're a bit messy, but you know what? Life is messy.
Yeah. You cannot have them with the long, weird sprinkle things. It has to be hundreds and thousands, otherwise it's not fairy bread.
And like when you bite into it, it is just...
sugary goodness. It is just sugary goodness.
That is a good description
right
there.
The new thing is sugary goodness. So that's the second one.
I love it so much.
Yes.
Far out Brussels sprout.
So the next one is a big one. So it's Vegemite on toast, and a lot of people aren't fans of Vegemite. It's like a salty spread. It's like black, so it can be a little bit dodgy, but
yeah.
Like a lot of people, the reason a lot of people like overseas and stuff don't like it is because they try it by like the spoonful. I'm like, what are you doing?
I watched a BuzzFeed video. It was like Americans try Australian food, and they got out the Vegemite. I was like, oh yeah, Vegemite.
Yeah.
But then they got out the spoon, and they're like, this is disgusting. Like
that's why they don't like it.
You don't eat it like that.
Like we wouldn't like it if we ate it by the spoonful.
I love Vegemite. I have it all the time.
You can't just spread it thick on the bread either. What you got to do is you got to get a nice white piece of bread, toast. You got to toast it to perfection. Then you got to spread that butter over so it melts, and then you got to do a very, very, very thin layer,
and you got to do it in like spurting motion, so like you can really just get it on there.
Very thinly spread over.
Yeah.
And when you bite into it, it's like a salty, just toast, buttery, warmy goodness.
Everything is goodness.
Everything is just goodness. Like you, like
it's just amazing.
If you don't like it, you just need to try it the proper way, and I almost guarantee you will fall in love with it.
Exactly.
The Australians know how to do it. You just gotta follow it.
And even if you don't want toast, do you know what's second best? A Vegemite sandwich.
Oh, with cheese. With cheese.
Cheese veg, but not cheesy bite. Not cheesy bite.
Ew, no.
I think we can call this like the staple diet of all Australians.
Yeah.
Here's a scenario for you. Your dad pops in your room, he's like, I'm going to Bunnings to get some screws, you want to come. At first you're like, I don't really want to go to Bunnings, but then you think, it's a weekend, I'm going to get a Bunnings sausage. So
Bunnings sausage sizzle.
Yep. So a Bunnings sausage sizzle is, you rock up to Bunnings, they've got the barbecues out, they're sizzling some sausages. You can
just smell the waft of that
usually
sausage.
About $3, $2 or $3. You get your white bread, your sausage, your sauce, and your onion. Onion then sauce,
and mustard as well. You gotta
mustard. If you're a mustard person, you can have mustard.
Yeah.
And it's just great. Like, it is. I would go as far to say that it is the national food of Australians.
Pretty much, actually.
Some of us want to say no, it's pavlova. It's the Bunnings sausage sizzle. However, it's not exclusive to Bunnings. You can go to sporting events, schools, Stratco. I want to say Mitre 10, but I've never been to Mitre 10 before.
Yeah, basically any like festival, fete kind of thing in Australia, there'll be a sausage sizzle. Like a sausage sizzle is like a sausage cook-up. I don't know what you guys call it overseas, but yeah, you just like sausages on the barbie.
And it's one of the most beautiful things
I've ever had. I know there are like memes on Facebook for like Bunnings sausage sizzles and people make fun of it and stuff. And like I mentioned before, like in Bali they have a restaurant dedicated to Bunnings sausage sizzles, and that just shows you how good they are.
They're amazing.
Unfortunately we can't show you today because it's not a weekend and we don't get time on the weekends, because I only do it on weekends. But you can just imagine it in your head. Our last Australian food is Milo. Milo. So Milo is like this, it's like a chocolatey powder type of thing that you put in drinks, and like the way that like a lot of people have it is like they put a little bit in the bottom and then they just stir it into the milk, and it's just like a chocolate tasting milk. But that's not the way you're supposed to do it. So what you got to do is you get your glass, like your normal drinking glass. You got to fill most of the glass up with Milo. And then you pour the milk on top of it, right up to the top, and then you've got to wait. The milk seeps down the sides and it pops the Milo up to the top of the glass. Then what you do is you eat all the Milo with the spoon, and then you drink the milk. And if there's little remnants of Milo down the bottom, you got to like eat it up with your spoon. But you're technically not having like a Milo drink because you're eating the Milo, then drinking the milk. But that's the way you're supposed to do it, and like, yeah.
Just getting
you don't just have a spoonful of Milo, you gotta have a glass full of Milo, like the actual powder. Like,
and there are heaps of cool like variations as well on like Facebook and other social media and stuff. I've seen like Milo pancakes, Milo waffles, Milo what else have I seen? Milo mug cakes.
Oh, growing up, like you see all these ads, and like when like sport comes to your school, like footy,
they were the
like
best.
When you did footy,
Milo sponsored it.
Milo sponsored,
and you would
like,
get
all the
free
footy and shit.
packets of Milo from the trainer people.
That was the best time, and everyone would just eat the Milo out of the
Milo
packet.
soccer was the best.
Milo soccer, yes, and all like the equipment would be like green because Milo's green,
and it said like Milo.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It was Australian food is the bomb. Like we ain't no like
I love it here.
gourmet like butter chicken or like pumpkin pie or like pasta. It's sausage sizzles. It's Vegemite and berry bread
a little
and Tim
zero,
Tams.
but it tastes good. And I think in the world of food, if it tastes good, that's the only thing that matters.
Australia is where it's at.
Yeah,
it's just
like I'm not gonna lie. I love other cuisines from other worlds.
So if you ever have the chance to try Australian food, like if
or
you're
if
like,
you are Australian, then you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So if you ever like, if you're overseas and there's like a place that sells Australian food or something like that, like Australian treats or something, try it because you will not regret it.
It's amazing. Yeah. And if you're thinking of your next holiday and you don't know where to go,
come down under.
Come down here. It's really amazing. We have some like really awesome tourist sites and everything. It's a beautiful country, and you can try our amazing food and tell us what you think.
And don't just go to like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane. Come to Adelaide and Perth and Tassie. Like you gotta like go everywhere. So that's all of our food that we have to tell you about, the proper ways to eat Australian food. It's all we could think of, but I'm sure there are lots more. So if you like this video, make sure you like it, subscribe, and leave a comment down below on what video you think we should do next. Yes, and if you've tried Australian food and you are Australian or something, leave a comment down below like telling us how amazing it is, and we'll like agree with you and we can have a conversation about how amazing Australian food is. If you'd like to try Australian food or like you have any questions, also leave a comment down below.
Also, Remember to tell us what videos we should do next because we love hearing from everyone. And yeah.
So, hope you enjoyed and we'll talk to you next time.
We had fun doing it, so
yeah.
bye. My friend's mum eats Vegemite toast with, she dips it in her orange juice. And I don't know how she does that. She says it's really great, so.
Okay, interesting. How good is it?
I must say, I love fairy bread.
Check this out. This is the real shit right there. Oh yeah.
Fairy bread is.
Yes.
It is the Obama of bread sweets.
Yes.
I wasn't really sure how to classify them, but we're going to call it a bread sweet.
A bread sweet.
Oh, the Obama of party foods.
Yes.
There we go. That's
Obama
perfect.
of party foods. What you also got to do is try and get the mother that's stuck in your teeth out with your spoon. That's also part of the experience. Guys, this is actual heaven.
Nothing beats this.
Yes.
I can't.